Joining us now, Kathy Barnette, one of the Republican Senate candidates. Ms. Barnette, welcome to Fox News Sunday.
Thank you so much for having me, Sharon.
So we showed in the polling, especially among those who are most interested in this race, you are surging at just the right time on a shoestring budget compared to the other two top contenders. But former President Trump has weighed in on this race. He has plenty of good things to say about you, but also offers this. Kathy Barnette will never be able to win the general election against the radical left Democrats. She has many things in her past which have not been properly explained or vetted. And here's what Dr. Oz said to me about that when I asked him Thursday on Special Report.
She's raised questions in her own candidacy that she's refused to answer. And this is a candidate who lost by 20 points when she ran for Congress 18 months ago. So she's not going to do well in the general election.
Okay, so I want to give you a chance to answer some of these questions and your critics. Let's start with your military record. You have now released a couple of forms related to your service. Your website, your bio says you served for 10 years. Critics say those forms do not prove that out. Your response?
That is not true. Those forms do prove just that. I have not embellished on my record, on my time in the military, and I'm very grateful that I had the wonderful opportunity to serve our country.
Where were you an adjunct college professor?
Yes, you know, and in fact, let me just make this really short for you and to your your viewers. You can go to my website at barnetteforsenate.com. We've placed right there on the front page, you'll see my family, and around my family is a will, and we placed right there the things you want to know about Kathy Barnette. You know, I've been running this race now for about 13 months. And if you listen to the mainstream media, you would think I crawled from under a rock yesterday. I did not. We've been out here for 13 months. We started off doing about 900 miles a week, then bumped it up to 1,000. Now, these last couple of months, we've been traveling over 1,500 miles every single week. So I have been out here stomping the ground, getting to understand what the issues are in Pennsylvania. And the media was derelict in their duty. I've been tied in a statistical tie for first place, not just 1 week, but for about 4 weeks. So I've been out here doing the hard work. The numbers have been showing it. No one paid attention to me. They were too obsessed with the two men in this race and didn't bother to take a look at what it is that we were doing.
So now you're getting that attention because you have surged for you at the right time. So is the information about your work as a professor on the website then now?
It is.
Okay. When did you move to Pennsylvania?
Yeah, we've lived here for 9 years, going into our 10th year.
Okay, so now
I've raised 2 of my babies here.
It's a great state. As I told you during the commercial, I married into a Pennsylvania family, and it's a great place to have family. So let me ask you about social media posts, because you've said some of these are taken out of context. I want to give you a chance to respond to them then. A tweet in 2014, you said, if you love freedom, Islam must not be allowed to thrive under any condition. You've got tweets about former President Obama. One of them in 2016 says, Obama is a Muslim doing Muslim-like things. He has said that he is not. He is a practicing Christian. So any context then for those particular tweets?
Yeah, let me just say, in almost all of those tweets, you know, especially when you look at the time frame we were living in, at that particular time, we had the Obama administration bringing in a lot of Syrian refugees at that time. I was watching the former FBI Director James Comey testify, I believe, in front of the Senate, saying we can vet until the cows come home and we won't know who these people are. And yet Obama at the time was telling the American people, don't worry about it. We're going to vet everyone. And what we were watching as Americans was very unnerving. And I'm sure the people will remember that. We were looking at the Pulse nightclub shooting. We were watching people take vehicles, weaponize them, and run people down in the street. We were looking at the San Bernardino shooting. We were looking at some very unnerving things that as Americans we thought would never happen here. And at that time, I was hosting a show called Truth Exchange, and I would have all kinds of ideas and was leaning into helping the public begin to have those conversations. And so those are that's the context around a lot of those tweets. The overwhelming majority of the tweets that are now being presented are not even full thoughts. They're not even full sentences. And yet people take it and they begin to build their own narrative around it. So I can't provide a lot of context because, again, it's almost 10 years ago. That's how far they have to go back to try to find anything on me. What I can say, although I can't provide a lot of context to that because it's a half thought and everything is not there for me to be able to speak to it. What I can say is that I love my country, and I have always loved my country, and I have always been willing not to blink in the face of difficult discussions. We're facing a lot of difficult discussions, and on those 1,500 miles traveling all around the Commonwealth, people feel squeezed, and no one is asking me about my tweets. What they're talking about are the illegal immigration. We're on track for 4 million unlawfully present people this year alone. They're talking about inflation. I had someone called me the other day saying they're driving over an hour because they heard a rumor about baby formula milk. We have some very real issues, and that is the reason why I'm surging and doing so well, is because throughout this entire time, I've kept the main thing, and that's Pennsylvanians.
Okay, you know that if you win this primary, your Democratic opponent, Mr. Fetterman, is going to bring up these things and more. So they haven't come to light until now because you have done so well and your opponents feel you are a threat. How will you answer him? Because he will not, pull punches on these many things.
Yeah, listen, people ask me all the time, are you afraid to run against Fetterman? And my response is generally, as long as I'm not running while black. And many of your listeners will know that he is, not only accused, but he held a black man up with a shotgun. So Democrats have their own issues. And I truly believe that as we continue to move throughout this year, the American people, and specifically Pennsylvanians, are going to, again, begin to prioritize their kitchen table issues above a lot of the other noise that we're hearing right now. People are unnerved. People are just afraid. I think most people know something has gone fundamentally wrong with how our nation is being governed. And while my two primary opponents were spending $60 million attacking themselves and refusing to go to debates, we had 7 debates, and Mehmet Oz and Dave McCormick only showed up to 2. We had a number of forums, and I can only recall them showing up to 2. And then while they were attacking one another on television, I was out here with the people. We spent less than $2 million, and they're mad. They're mad because I didn't ask for permission to be in this space. I just walked in because this is my country, and our country is in trouble. And I don't believe we have any more room to elect warm bodies with an R next to their name and say, hey, check, Republicans win. We don't win. It's not working out for us.
Okay. And as to that incident you referred to with Mr. Fetterman, I confess, not familiar with that allegation. I will dig into that and make sure we get some information out.
It is there.
Okay.
It is there.
Ms. Barnette, thank you for your time today. We will follow the returns, and we'll see what happens for you on Tuesday.
Thank you so much for having me.